Good afternoon, everybody, and what a great turnout for a closing ceremony. But it's not for me you've come to listen to. I'm absolutely thrilled that the Deputy Prime Minister of Pakistan has taken the time and trouble to come and join us. I'm also incredibly grateful that the Minister from Togo has come to join us, and we have the dream team you're going to hear from. So, Deputy Prime Minister, may I ask you to come and give us the benefit of your great wisdom, and then I'll ask you, Rose, to come up after. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of God, the most merciful, the most beneficent. Honorable distinguished Chairman of the Commonwealth Business Forum, esteemed panelists, business leaders, policymakers, excellencies, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and very good afternoon. Don't feel that if I sound a little low, it's a 36-hour flight, and I reached last night around 2 o'clock in the morning, and I started early by 6. So please, you have to excuse me. It is indeed a great honor for me to address this distinguished gathering at the Commonwealth Business Forum. I'm grateful to the Prime Minister of Samoa, Honorable Prime Minister and the Chairman, Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council, Lord Marland of Odstock, and all other executive members for inviting me and giving me an opportunity to share my views with you at this very important event, CHOGM 2024. I would like to extend my sincere appreciation also to the Chairman and his dedicated team for organizing this important event. Incidentally, I've been most part of my political career of the last 35 years. I have always been in finance. I've been 4-time finance minister or industries, investment, you name it. It was everything other than foreign minister. So this is the first time, earlier this year, after our party won the election, I was given the responsibility as Deputy Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister. So that, the pulse I had in the last 3.5 decades, on day one, when I joined the Foreign Ministry, I invited the entire senior team, and I said, from today, that's not going to be, conventional diplomacy, it's going to be economic diplomacy. I'm sure many of those would have been disturbed. Obviously, it affects their golf plans and many other things. My honorable colleague, who is Pakistan High Commissioner in London, must have been equally hit. So my sincere apologies, but I think the word has started and begun facing very serious challenges, particularly post-pandemic. And we are far, far behind in the, these sustainable development goals. Something like less than 20% agenda has been achieved. So I think we all need to work hard. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would also, would like to say that the tireless efforts in bringing together policymakers, business leaders, and thought innovators from across the Commonwealth have provided us with an invaluable platform and opportunity to discuss the vital challenges and opportunities ahead of us as of now. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commonwealth Business Forum stands as a beacon of collaboration and innovation for our shared community. It is a unique platform that enables us to address issues of economic development, trade, and investment while fostering deeper cooperation across the 57 member nations. The work being done here directly impacts millions of people across the Commonwealth families, advancing prosperity and resilience in our respective countries and economies. The theme of today's session, transforming our workforce, is not only timely but also crucial. Our workforce is the backbone of our economic development and a key driver in achieving inclusive and sustainable growth. Across the Commonwealth, we share a common asset, our youth. Over 60% on average, the Commonwealth population is under the age of 30. Pakistan, incidentally, has 67% of the total population under the age of 30. The demography represents immense potential, a generation ready to reshape industries, drive technological innovation, and head the next wave of economic transformation. To harness this potential, it is imperative that we invest in education, skill development, and the digital economy. We must ensure that our workforce, particularly our youth, is equipped with the tools necessary to thrive in a rapidly changing global landscape. Ladies and gentlemen, furthermore, promoting entrepreneurship, building resilient economies, and fostering an inclusive environment where all can contribute meaningfully must be at the heart of our endeavors. For Pakistan, as I said, more than 67% of the population consists of youth and is a significant contributor to international market. As an exporter of more than 12 million workforce, harnessing a youthful demographic is even more important. Recognizing this fact and to ensure that our youth is equipped with skills that align with the rapidly evolving global economy and vital to drive economic transformation, we have made certain interventions at various levels, including within our education and economic ecosystem. These are the few things we thought require immediate actions after our political party took first-time governance in the last 7 decades in Pakistan. These initiatives aimed at empowering the youth offer valuable insights for our Commonwealth family, and we wish them all the best, and we are ready to support this youth, which is going to be the future generations, leaders in the years to come. Education reform initiatives in the capital of Pakistan, Islamabad, Capital Territory it is known as, along with similar efforts nationwide, have been launched to elevate the quality of education through a range of strategic programs. These reforms prioritize modernizing educational infrastructure, expanding access and promoting innovation and inclusivity. Collectively, these measures aim to build an education system that is inclusive, equitable, and transformative, providing every individual with the opportunity to realize their potential and contribute to a brighter future for Pakistan. These initiatives are more than mere projects. They reflect a steadfast commitment to overhauling the country's education system. The goal is not just to construct schools and infrastructure, but to nurture dreams, hopes, and a promising future for our next generations. Ladies and gentlemen, targeted interventions in educational institutions emphasize holistic growth, physical health, and mental well-being. Key initiatives of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif include Health and Hygiene Initiative, the School Meal Program, the e-Talim portal for blended learning, and the creation of high-impact labs, digital hubs, the Google Centers of Excellence to train students in cutting-edge technologies, expanding technical enabled learning in rural areas, and bridging the digital divide which has been visible in most of the Commonwealth countries, including Pakistan. Additionally, software technology parks are being developed to provide free co-working spaces for freelancers and boosting Pakistan's digital economy. Other interventions focus on financial literacy, technical coding, and artificial intelligence, and offering foreign language labs to equip students with the skills necessary for the dynamic global environment. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, another such initiative is the Prime Minister's Youth Programme, which offers diverse opportunities in 4 E's: education, employment, engagement, and environment. It empowers our youngsters to study, grow, and broaden their skill set with the assistance of the government. Besides financial support, it provides skill training to our youth in key sectors like IT, agriculture, and entrepreneurship. We have focused on providing employment opportunities to our youth so that they can contribute to the nation's socio-economic progress. At Pakistan, we seek to enhance the competitiveness in global markets. Entrepreneurship development is central to our strategy for transformation for our workforce. Ladies and gentlemen, we are striving to equip our workforce with the financial tools, skills training, and mentorship necessary to make them successful. Through initiatives like Skilling Pakistan, we are collaborating with various organizations to provide market-relevant training in IT, digital technologies, advanced manufacturing, and green industries. Understanding the significance of vocational training in driving productivity growth, we have paid attention to this important component of workforce. Their competencies are being focused since long. In addition to the Prime Minister's Youth Programme, the National Vocational and Technical Training Commission, NAVTEC, along with provincial vocational and technical authorities, play a key role in developing qualification framework, offering training, and maintaining strong ties with industry. who are ultimately going to be their employer. This collaboration is essential for analyzing job market trends and informing the skilled labor force about manpower demands both locally and internationally. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past decade plus, these authorities have developed more than 300 qualifications and established over 4,200 institutions across Pakistan in both the public and the private sectors. They have set up 550 smart labs, accredited 655 national and 10 international institutions, and established 5 centers of excellence. These centers have trained more than 0.75 million high-tech workers with an impressive employment rate of over 70%. Guided by the requirements of the local and the regional markets, we are now formulating a strategy to make thematic interventions for human resource development. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, the transformation of our workforce is not just an economic necessity, but a strategic imperative for the future prosperity of the Commonwealth. We must prioritize equipping our youth with the skills and opportunities needed to thrive in an increasingly digital and interconnected global economy. By investing in education, technology, and entrepreneurship, we empower the next generation to lead with innovation and resilience. As you engage in the upcoming panel discussion, I would strongly encourage you to reflect on the challenges and the opportunities ahead and to explore actionable solutions that will enable our nations to build stronger, more inclusive, and sustainable economies for the benefit of all. Together, through collaboration and shared commitment, we can drive a future where our workforce is not only transformed, but empowered to share a brighter future for the entire Commonwealth family. I thank you all. Thank you very much indeed.
Well, Excellency, that was a brilliant speech, and thank you very much indeed. It's now my great pleasure to introduce the Minister for Trade and Crafts for Togo. When the Deputy Prime Minister visited he would like to be Deputy Prime Minister, my Deputy Chairman, he missed out on that one. My Deputy Chairman visited Togo. He was much more keen on your other ministerial post, which is Minister for Local Consumption. But anyway, Rose, lovely to see you, and please come and give us the benefit of your...
Excellencies, Head of Government, dear Lord Marchand, Head of International Organization, business leaders, distinguished guests in your respective ranks and grades, all protocol observed. It is a great honor for me and pleasure to stand before this distinguished assembly, gathered to reflect on the considerable challenge with which countries of the Commonwealth are confronted in our collective quest for global prosperities. On behalf of the President of Togo, His Excellency for Esazim Namnyasingbe, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to the Commonwealth for providing such a great platform for dialogue and collaboration on issues of global importance. I also extend our gratitude to His Excellency, the Head of State of Samoa, for the warm welcome and hospitality. Being here, we witness firsthand the impressive result of your effort towards sustainable development and the valorization of your unique ecosystem. Your dedication to preserving natural resources while fostering growth serve as an inspiration to us. Honorable Head of Government, this business forum is an exceptional opportunity to reflect on how the Commonwealth can advance global prosperity, particularly through the lens of emerging nations like Togo. Our nation, though young within this group, has much to contribute to the shared goals of peace, development, and resilience. The theme of our session, A Challenge for the Future, could not be more timely or urgent. It calls upon all of us to take ownership of our collective responsibility in driving sustainable development. As a country striving for progress, Togo stands ready to meet this challenge and offer its unique perspective, shaped by our experiences, challenges, and aspirations for the future. In today's world of polycrisis, violent conflict threatening the peace and security of entire region, eroding mutual trust and causing major disruption in critical international supply chain, with aftershock felt all around the world. Meanwhile, the climate crisis is larger than ever, with extreme weather events such as recent floods and hurricane ravaging vulnerable communities across the Commonwealth. Compounding the effect of these challenges is the rising economic inequality, particularly in emerging economy, where the high incidence of poverty results in a widespread lack of access to adequate social services such as healthcare and education, leading to a widening digital divide. In view of the daunting challenge we face, there is an urgent need to address these crises as we jointly strive toward achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. I would therefore like to take the opportunities of this event to share with you a few thoughts focusing on 3 topics that are now vital to building a prosperous future for our countries: peace and security, acceleration of our paths to sustainable development growth, renewable energies, and human capital development. As regards peace and security, we consider them to be the foundation of prosperity. Peace is intrinsically linked to development and prosperity. The absence of economic development fuels insecurity and can ruin any lasting stability we all desire. It is important to tackle the root cause of conflict: poverty, inequality, and social exclusion. One way to counter insecurity is to invest in high-impact projects for our vulnerable communities, including infrastructure, economic empowerment of women and youth, and access to water resources, among others. The Commonwealth, through its collective support, can help scale this approach, ensuring that peace becomes not only the absence of conflict, but also a catalyst for sustainable development across the regions. Moreover, as I said earlier, the acceleration of sustainable development must also include access to renewable energy, a prerequisite for industrialization and mutually beneficial trade links. Togo, like much in Africa, is blessed with abundant solar and hydro resources. However, access to energy remains a significant challenge. Numerous Africans still lack access to electricity, with rural commodities being particularly affected. Addressing this gap is critical to achieve equitable growth and economic empowerment. The Commonwealth can play a central role in mobilizing investment and expertise in renewable energy, particularly decentralized solutions such as solar as mini-grids. These projects not only provide clean energy, but also create jobs and stimulate local economy. By establishing rural energy hubs, we can combine energy production with technical training centers that equip young people with the skills they need to drive in the green economy. Our development policies must also make the most of human capital, unleash the potential of our young people through their skills. Africa's greatest resources is its people, especially its youth. Our young population hold the key for future prosperities. For Togo and indeed for all Commonwealth nations, investing in human capital is not an option, it is a necessity. We aim to prepare our youth for the job of tomorrow, enable them to participate in high-value sectors such as digital services, smart agriculture, and renewable energy. Distinguished guests, despite being the youngest member of the Commonwealth, Togo has long striven to embody these aspects in its comprehensive national development plan. In the interest of providing a strong foundation for resilient economic growth, our country has heavily invested in key infrastructure to facilitate mobility, access to clean energy, and digital connectivities. Dear partners, as a family of 56 nations, the Commonwealth represents an indomitable economic force featuring a wealth of knowledge and experience in such realms as economic transition, technology transfer, and bridging the digital divide to build the capacity and opportunity of the youth. Together, we can exchange best practices and catalyze industrial development, such as partnership would involve strengthening our international cooperation, particularly in terms of cementing Togo's integration into the global value chain to reduce poverty and improve the standard of living across the Commonwealth. Togo has demonstrated it dedicated to such solutions through its investment in transport, energy, and digital infrastructure, as well as the high-impact public sector private partnership opportunities which is offered. Therefore, I am fairly convinced that our collaboration would play a determining role in the realization of our common objective, namely shared prosperity. Thank you for your kind attention.
Well, wonderful to hear from the newest member of the Commonwealth, Rose. Thank you very much indeed. Well, I know you're all champing at the bit for lunch, and I will get this over very quickly, but I think it's so important that we thank the people who've made this swan-like event such a triumph, because underneath the swan-like passage, there's been a lot of paddling and a lot of hard work, particularly as there's a 12-hour time difference between my office and all the various offices in Samoa. So I would like to thank the Prime Minister of Samoa, obviously, for having the inspiration of inviting us all here and having the event here. I'd like to thank the Foreign Affairs team of Pasetta, Henry, and Connie, wherever you are. Well done, fantastic. I'd like to thank Lita from the Chamber of Commerce, if you're still with us, Lita, and Sate from the Samoa Business Hub. I'd like to thank our sponsors, principal sponsor, obviously, BSP. I'm still thinking about opening a bank account. I'm definitely getting a Starlink, by the way, if any of you are in that presentation, at a discount. Federal Pacific Group, I'm not sure what discounts they can give me. SWA Shipping, we've got something we want shipping back, by the way, so I want a real discount on that. Tower, of course, as supporters. But really, amongst you all, and haven't really been showcased as much as I'd have hoped, is our great friends, the Cameron Investment Promotion Agency. Diana, there you are. Stand up and take a bow, please. It's not easy to get here from Cameroon, I can tell you, and they've come in force, and you've been brilliant, and thank you. You've been one of our greatest supporters. And, of course, Investment Queensland, not quite such a far flight, but really helpful. My own team, or our own team, led by Rosie and my Deputy Chairman, Lord Swire, would attest. Sean and Charlotte. Sean, poor chap, has been out here for 2 weeks. Tough life, isn't it? Says it's been really hard. Charlotte's been here already once. That was tough, Charlotte, wasn't it? You came back with a bit of a suntan. Rashida, Anna, Pride, Susanna, Megan, you've done brilliantly. Thank you very much indeed. So a round of applause for all those people who've made this event. And, of course, our strategic partners and friends who've come all this way, a huge thanks to you. My experience of events like this is you only get out what you put in, and it's fair to say all of you have put in a huge amount to make this event fantastic. So the applause actually should go to yourselves, and I wish you to all applaud yourselves for this brilliant contribution you've all made. And thank you very much indeed. On Saturday, we will know where the next Chogham will be. There is a rumour it's going to be a sun-kissed island in the Caribbean. Start booking flights now if you wish an extended holiday. Sean will probably go for about a month. But on a serious note, we wish you well, all of you, because the time ahead is challenging. We all know it's challenging. Economies are going through the most appalling situations, and it is the beating heart of business that will lift economies out of the state that they're in. It's events like these, bringing people together to develop trade and investment, that will help the world come out of this post-COVID mess that we have found ourselves in. And we therefore wish you incredibly well as businesses with the challenges ahead, and as governments with the challenges ahead, because they are more significant than I can remember since certainly the 70s. Our job is to serve and help. We are here to serve and help. Please contact us anytime. That is what we want to do on your behalf and on the behalf of the Commonwealth. So it remains for me to thank you all again for everything you've done and contributing to this fantastic event. Thank you.